Today's video is going to be an unboxing and first impressions of the Ultrahuman Ring Air. So if none of that means anything to you, I was just like you about a week ago. Just like we now have smartphones and even like smartwatches, which can track our biodata, things like our sleep schedules, how many steps we take, various health and fitness related goals. There's a new segment which is called Smart Rings. You can see I'm opening this real time. I'm gonna give you a real time first impressions of the, oh wow, okay. Look at this. That is a big box for a ring. Wow, I don't think it will actually be that big. In fact, I know it won't be because about a week ago, Ultrahuman sent me something called the sizing kit, where essentially they mail you a smaller package with examples of the different ring colors that they offer. I went for the, I think it's called the matte gray, just because I'm not really someone who wears a lot of jewelry, so I wanted something that would be the most neutral, but still cool. I think just like a matte black gray color like that is really timeless. Whereas like gold or something would be a lot more flashy, you know, that's definitely like you're going for a certain look. But the silvers are pretty cool too, so interesting options. But yeah, then they give you like all these different rings, so you know your ring size. And essentially I have been playing around with a couple of different sizes and like even, I actually gotta be careful I don't put the small one and then it'll never come off. But yeah, even like, you know, sleeping with some of these on. Now, I went for the size 10, and because of that, they knew to ship me a size 10 matte gray smart ring. So I'm super excited to unbox this. This is kind of a new era in my life. Well, that's a bold statement. Maybe not a new era in my life, but whoa. Okay, wow, okay, so there actually is, I might have to, yeah, feels pretty maybe is there a bit more weight than the demo? No, pretty similar. I don't know how well you can see this. Let me see if I can, okay, now you can see a bit better. Ultrahuman Air S10, that's my size 10. And then check this out, it's all like, I don't know if robotic is the right word, but it's definitely transparent. Like the chips and the electronics on the inside. Wow, that's cool. Because I know in some of Ultrahuman's marketing, they show pictures of it like that. But I didn't know if that was just like to give you the idea or if it actually is like that. But no, it's actually like that. Here we go. Yeah. Very similar to the demo. I thought it might have a bit more weight to it when I got the real one, but actually I like it because too heavy would probably be distracting. It's also very hot today, so I feel like my fingers might be slightly swollen more than usual. It is snug, but that's something I'll have to get used to. I'm just not used to wearing rings. If I can wear this all the time and it can be an accurate step counter, that would be great. You know, I'm one of those people who tries to get 10,000 steps a day. And there are times when I go for walks around the block and like I actually don't want to have my phone with me. Like I would happily just leave my phone, leave all those distractions at home. But the only reason I bring it with me is for the step counter because I'm like, well, I want to get my extra 1,000 steps or whatever. So if this can replace that and get me less attached to my phone, that would be sweet. But yeah, let's see what else is in the box here. Hello, Cyborg. Okay. Interesting marketing. By the way, this company, Ultrahuman, they did send me this for free. I want to be fully transparent about that. No money exchanged hands. I'm not getting paid to say nice things. In fact, like, you know, I was just, like, I think that's kind of silly. Like, I'm not going to just say nice things about everything here. I'm going to give you an honest, oh, stickers. That's kind of cool, though. Ultrahuman. Oh, this is the charging dock. So I guess I haven't really talked about that part. Since it is a smart ring, it does need to be charged, and okay, USB-C cable. Nice. Are they going to give me a cable? I don't know. I mean, I have lots of USB-C cables, but oh, that's a nice. Ooh, it's a nice long kind of what's the word? Braided cable. You know, the ones that are harder to actually harder to have this happen when you've used a cable for many years. This cable's disgusting. I should replace this. Good thing I just got a new cable. It says you have got your hands on a coffee. You have got your hands on more than just a ring, a personal compass in your health journey. The Ring Air combines the best of form and functionality to decode the science behind your sleep and recovery. Going into the importance of using fingers for health and fitness. I mean, it does make sense. Sleep, HRV, movement, temperature. I don't even know what HRV is. Yeah, I'm going to health recovery something. I don't know. I'm going to learn a lot about this in the coming days as I begin to use my my ring. I assume there's an app I have to download, or does it have a speaker that will just start yelling information at me? You slept 2 hours. All right, let me just download the app. Okay, it's got pretty good reviews. 4.6 for a relatively new app. I think that's good because there's always a few haters out there. You never have 5, but so I may as well show you the app setup as well. Already have a ring. Connect ring. Continue. Should I use Google or Apple? Who cares? They both want to steal my information. Let's go. Wow. Okay. Your order is shipped. Yeah, I know. I'm wearing it. Connect ring. So this just lit up to confirm that I am connected. And by the way, for anyone watching who thinks, who is this goofy guy who doesn't know anything about the product he's reviewing and doesn't seem to know much about fitness metrics, I just want to reiterate, this is a product that I don't claim to be an expert on. I don't work with Ultrahuman. I don't know how they found my email, but they decided to send me one, and they're going to get an honest review of the setup process and my thoughts once I make the full review. I don't claim to be anything but a random person trying on some strange new technology. So that is what you're going to get. Bluetooth is turned off. My phone needs to always be on Bluetooth. Like, does this mean that my phone always needs to be with the ring? I don't think so. It must be able to store data on itself and then reconnect to the app, right? Bluetooth pairing. I feel like I'm in a rental car, you know, when you try to get the Apple cars going. The ring is water resistant up to 330 feet. Wow. That's cool. Wake up to your sleep insights. Listen to your body clock. Here's to a more active you. HPV. What is HPV? What is HPV? It's a virus? What? HRV, HR. Oh, heart rate variability. Oh my God, it's a virus. Okay. Back to reality, Dan. Back to reality. Wow, there is a lot to this. Okay. So is this actually like, is this gonna teach me? Is this gonna guide me through exercises? Or is this just... Okay. This is too much for me right now. I can't get into this in the middle of this first impressions. This is something I'll get back to potentially on the full review, which will be coming soon. But first impressions, I'm just like kind of blown away by how much there is. Smart goals. Wow. I need to spend like a whole afternoon deep diving into this. You're talking to someone who didn't even know what HRV meant, okay? All right, so it's a couple hours in the future, and it's still my first day with the Ultrahuman ring, but I decided I would actually try out one of those breathing exercises. Earlier on, it seemed like it would be too complicated to get into, but I was looking at it again, and I decided, hey, why don't I see how it feels to go through one of them? And so I did this like 5-minute deep breathing. I gotta say, for the first time, I think I kind of get it. Because as I was seeing my state get more relaxed and real-time info on my heart rate, I felt like, oh, this is great. Because even like 5 minutes of breathing, deep breathing, is something that always puts you in a more calm state of mind. And I always think, oh yeah, I should do that. I should meditate. But it's so easy to forget. But when you have the real-time feedback and you make a habit of it, I think I'm going to be doing that every day now. Yeah, that was kind of a light bulb moment for me where I think I'm finally starting to get it. This is more than just a step counter. So to summarize this chaotic first impressions, the process with the sizing kit was good. I think it's also got me a bit more used to sleeping with a ring on, which I'm not gonna lie was an adjustment. And also, let me Google that right now. Does Ultrahuman ring need to be near phone to work? Hey, as long as the ring is holding charge, the data will be collected, and once you're close to your phone and open the app, the data will automatically sync in. You do not have to have the phone close to you at all times for data to be collected. Thank you, random stranger on Reddit. So yeah, let me know what you think. If there's anyone else out there with a smart ring and you have any tips for someone who's a complete beginner and doesn't even know what HRV means, leave a comment, let me know. My first impressions, once again, lots of information to learn about in the app. This, super cool. I like how minimal the charger is. Great, I can easily travel with this. I already have USB-C cables everywhere I go. I now have another cool USB-C cable to use. That's cool. Yeah, the ring itself. The only thing is, like, will I actually commit to wearing a ring every day? I'm going to force myself to at the beginning. Like, aesthetically speaking, I think it's cool. I think it's cooler than, like, one of the Apple Watches. No offense, people who have Apple Watches. But, like, when I see one of those watches, I just think, like, I think Tech Bro or, like, some, like, really fitness people have it. But there's just a certain type of person who has it, where this can just be like a cool random ring. And then if someone asks about it, you can be like, yeah, this tracks my fitness and my sleep and stuff. And then you can blow people's minds with that information too. So I think this is a bit more like subtle and stealth, which I like. So those are my first impressions. I'll put a link. I don't know if they gave me, sometimes these companies give you like affiliate links to link people to their website. If they did give me one, I'll put it down below. If not, you can just go to ultrahuman.com. I feel like I've been very nice in this review. Anything else I can criticize? I mean, this is kind of like, I guess, wasteful from an environmental perspective, but I mean, I get it. Like I was thinking like, is there a way that we could do this without actually like shipping me all these like fake rings? And the short answer is no. I think it's just necessary to get a correct fitting. Not just because like you don't want the ring to be too loose or too tight, but also like if it's too loose, like it can't actually read your data correctly. So it needs to be kind of snug. So that would be my last thought on that. It just seems kind of silly. Like, again, I'm not into rings. The idea of like getting this kit, I was like, wow, I can't believe like they were shipping me all this. But now that I've thought about it more, you know, it does make sense. Hopefully I picked the right size. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And as always, I'm Dan. I will catch you next time. From the future. I'm a cyborg now. I'm in the future. I mean, I don't love their cyborg branding. I think that's kind of corny. But hey.